Since we're here, you want to do our winners? You want to do our picks? Might as well.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. I've been saying it forever. I'm going to keep going. I got Bryson winning this thing.
Okay.
I wrote Scotty down this morning, and I can't do it, man. I've been riding Bryson hard on this thing. I'm going to stick with Bryson as the champion. 3 U.S. Opens, historical stuff at a young age. It just feels like Bryson or Scotty, and I'm going to go Bryson.
Yeah, I'm going to take the shorter price. I'm going to go with Scotty minus 2.5. He's going to win by 3, I believe. He'll be minus 2. And this is the most well-rounded he has ever been. You look at the statistics the last 3 months, he's top 20 in every single one, I believe. And that is just what this place requires. He has so many different outs to get around. And you mentioned how there's just going to be a boatload of bogeys. Number 1 in bounce back, number 1 in bogey avoidance too. Like statistically, it all points to Scotty Schauffele for me. And I like how his prep has been as opposed to last year, where he kind of came in with similar expectations, honestly.
Yeah, I on my can win list, obviously I've got Bryson, I've got Scotty, I got Shane Lowry. Again, it's you feel like you got to pick big dogs on can win for these weeks. If you don't have Scotty on that list, it's silly. But for me, it's picking 2 dudes that I think are playing the best golf in terms of major championship golf right now and have been. And then I think it's just picking a guy that I feel like has been in form and I think understands and likes this golf course. When a lot of the players, to your Keegan point, I think a lot of players get here and they're like, this is going to be a long week. And I think Shane Lowry is one of those players that kind of gets excited for this level of golf.
Yeah, I agree. I think, Lowry, the putter, I think, can be almost hidden in a way around Oakmont. And I think there's the questions about his late tournament putting is starting to piss him off. And Shane Lowry plays good golf, like pretty good golf when he's pissed off, honestly. So I do like Lowry, obviously. Did you give your can wins? Sorry, this fan is just buzzing in my ear right now.
You're all good. I got Bryson, Scotty, Lowry. Those are kind of my 3.
I'm going to go with, for me, it's Scheffler, Bryson, Rahm, but that's kind of boring. So I'm going to go with Keegan Bradley.
Give me Keegan.
Yeah, give me Keegan. Give me Corey Connors. He's listening to this, and he's saying Shane Bacon doesn't think I can win. Not so fast. I think Connors is this year's Lowry, where he's going to be leading this tournament until a certain point over the weekend, kind of like the PGA at Oak Hill. And then I'm going to go Sepp Straka.
Okay.
Sepp Straka as well.
Who's not going to win? Who cannot win?
Who cannot win? I'll leave you some of the fun names. I'll just play the hits. Cantlay, Fleetwood, Thomas. Can't win.
I got Rory, JT, Neiman. Not winning.
Okay. What do you think about Xander this week?
All he's done this whole year is fly under the radar.
Yeah.
I think it's a perfect golf course for him. We haven't mentioned his name one time. We've been talking for 40 minutes. Sure he can play well here. Like, why couldn't he?
Yeah, I know. And the U.S. Open history is absolutely ridiculous. His floor is you talk about Bryson's floor. Xander's floor is so high for just, different reasons. He's so well-rounded. So I do wonder if he can get the driver straightened out. He was working Monday morning, we talked about, working with CNN analyst Chris Cuomo a ton on the driver already on the driving range, working on some stuff. So if he gets that straightened out between now and Thursday, why not?
By the way, my sleeper for the week is Cam Young.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Come on.
Doesn't it kind of feel like why would this golf course not fit his game?
No idea. He could win by 3.5. I will say,
actually, he can't win by 3.5. You can't win by 3.5. You have to win by an even number, 3 or 4.
The first people I ran into here were actually the Peter Millar reps, who I met out in Phoenix last year, and they're like, "You doing anything on Cam Young this week?" I go, "Maybe if he plays well." So I think that's a good sign. That's a good sign to have high expectations. My sleeper is Harris English.
Okay,
playing good golf in majors. One of 4 players who can say he finished top 15 at both the Masters and the PGA Championship, and sneaky good U.S. Open record.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like those two players kind of are similar in terms of what like the kind of golf courses and maybe the demeanor needed around a golf course like this. By the way, you mentioned Xander in the U.S. Open. I just want to flash how he's played in U.S. Opens in his career. Is that very
Jeez.
good or no? Is that good?
Jeez.
Pretty good.
What happened
5
in
straight.
2025?
I
Jeez.
played terrible in 22 and he finished T14. What are you doing? I mean, that's insane. He's never had a bad U.S. Open.
Absolutely ridiculous. Yeah. And I think what's crazy also is I don't really remember him ever being in the mix of one, too.
Yeah, like, I mean,
What,
I guess
what happened in
19.
I think
Yeah,
if you look at that, I bet he's like 7 strokes back.
I mean, that is so crazy. Final group
Oh my
at
God,
LACC,
LACC.
remember?
Yeah.
Final
That
group
was
at LACC was that with Ricky?
Ricky. Oh, that was peak. That was like when Xander just gagged away every single tournament. Yeah, Saturday he hit one in that fairway bunker, I think.
Gosh.
And then because they both tied the record on Thursday.
Yeah. I mean, he shot he shot 62 is that twice in is it majors or US Opens or 2 majors he shot 62 in or something?
Fleetwood has 2 63s in the final round.
But I think Xander has 2 62s in majors in his career, which is wild. Yeah, I think he did it at a PGA and I think he did it at LACC. I mean, it's just I mean, like that kind of stuff is like that. That's when you sit there and go, why wouldn't he play well here? I mean, again, I just feel like golf is so funny because we get fixated on, obviously we're fixated on Scotty because of the way he's playing and the dominance he's had in golf. We had fixated on Bryson and the way he's playing in major championships. And then of course, Rory, occupies so much of the oxygen in the room. And then you just sit there and forget about this guy that's doing this stuff in majors. Like, look at the run.
Yeah,
I mean,
20,
look at basically after the Masters in 22 for Xander. Look at that run. He's finished outside the top 18 one time, and that was the PGA Championship last month.
And okay, Josh had it. Yeah, round 1 at Valhalla
or Quail Hollow, depending on which where. It's kind of the same. Valhalla is where he shot the other 62. But yeah, listen, what is his odds? What's Xander's odds? Is he like the 3rd or 4th favorite?
I think he's like he's drifting like mid-20s, 22 right now.
Seems just like an easy play if you were into that space,
Yeah. Okay, Josh said plus money to finish top 10. I think that'd be the play.
Yeah, what are you doing? If you're listening to this, I mean, just go ahead and just drop a dime on that. For
the guys who talked about Sam Burns and Ryan Fox last week, why wouldn't you listen to us?
20 to 1. 20 to 1 to win. I mean, like, again, honestly, if you were going to bet Scotty at 2 to 1, 2.5 to 1, or Xander at 20 to 1, I mean, the value obviously is with the guy that's played so well.
Yeah.
Is pretty wild. But yeah, excited about it. I mean, I think the U.S. Open has done an incredible job. The USGA has done a great job of kind of bringing this championship to these level golf courses time and time again, and basically since Aaron Hills, and I love Aaron Hills, but I mean, it's obviously been kind of a classic run of those types of U.S. Open venues. And I think this is my favorite one. I really do think Oakmont's my favorite U.S. Open golf course because of how difficult it is and because of how much history there is there. And I think it's kind of an obscure one. It's like not some crazy designer that designed it. It's not, the most famous people you've ever heard of. It's this kind of one-off dude that put together this golf course. And I love the fact that, the membership kind of embraces how tough it is. People understand how tough it's going to be. The pros know it's going to be brutal. Like all of that, I think is fun. And I think when how they always say the Open Championship fans are the smartest in golf. It almost feels like this week golf fans are a little bit smarter because you kind of look at rounds and you go 69, really, really great round of golf. I mean, you almost appreciate anything that's around par at this place.
And I think the city of Pittsburgh matches the U.S. Open too, which helps, just some smash mouth AFC football, AFC North football, Ravens Steelers rivalries. They, my dad's side of the family is from Pittsburgh. There's an element of people from Pittsburgh just loving to be miserable in a certain sense. And that is exactly what the U.S. Open, especially at Oakmont, requires.
Yeah, Scotty Bryson on Sunday would be a lot of fun. Patrick, hope you have a great week. Excited to kind of read all the stuff you're going to write. Where could people kind of find all of your penning articles and what you're going to focus on and everything you write about Corey Connors and Cameron Young?
Yeah, Corey Connors and Cam Young think pieces will be on CBSSports.com throughout the week. That's where everything will be too. And so I think
everything you need, nothing you don't.
And the big one this week, probably Wednesday, just on the city of Pittsburgh, talking to some local people, how it matches Oakmont in the U.S. Open and all that fun stuff. So CBSSports.com for me.
Awesome. Looking forward to it. Excited to see the coverage. Excited to chat about it with you later in the week.